Alright, Ground Roots Outdoors, we're back. And yes, like you saw in the YouTube short, we're going to do a catch and cook. So, stay tuned, and I'll show you what you need. First of all, obviously, you need a fish. That's right. And we got 4 of these big old suckers that are anywhere from 14 to 16 inches long. And unfortunately, you don't get to see the catch because I didn't realize we were going to do this, but people want to see it, so we're going to do it. So, anyway, so you got to obviously have your fish. Okay. You also need to have a good, clean workstation. See? Check it out. Good, clean workstation. And I'll show you why I have a towel. And there's a good cutting board. And as a little hack, I put paper towels underneath it. One, so it catches the fluids and also keeps the cutting board from sliding around. I keep that around for nostalgia purposes. That actually was my grandfather's cutting board. I don't use it because wood, unfortunately, collects gunk. I use wooden cutting boards for vegetables, not meat. But if you do, yeah, that's fine. It's all good. No worries. Oh, and you should probably have a good sharp knife. I'm teasing. I'm not using that. That is actually my son's, which he got that at a jiu-jitsu tournament. So, if that tells you anything. But no. A good sharp fillet knife, okay? Or a standard knife, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm going to show you the technique I'm using. It actually came from Taku, from Outdoor Chef Life, who is a professional sushi chef, and I learned some techniques from him. I used to do it where you just cut across the ribs and down the spine, but as a sportsman, I want to be more ethically useful of our source of our food, because that animal gave up its life so we could eat. So I think it's up to us to do the right thing by making sure you utilize the entire fish and not just leaving a bunch of meat behind and destroying it and stuff. So it's been a while. It's been over a year since I've filleted a fish, so I might be a little rusty, but you know, it is what it is. So here we go. All right, so I use a towel. One, when I make my cuts, if there's scales or if there's slime on the knife, I use it to make sure that I wipe it off and keep it clean, because a good clean knife means a sharp knife means good clean cuts, and you don't cut yourself up. So, all right, there is the monstrosity in a good way. All right, so first of all, we're going to take that right there and I'm going to cut down, okay, because there's a lot of meat right here that people leave behind. Okay, and then I'm going to go across the spine and I'm going to feel for the ribs, and I'm just going to keep working until I hit the ribs, and then I'm going to come back here where the ribs end and push through and stop right here. That way it stays connected, and I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, so all right, you stupid phone. Let's see. All right, so anyway, so what I did is I cut down at an angle and then down the spine like this, okay, until I don't feel the ribs anymore, and then push the knife through to the tail and stop. That quick. All right, so not sure you can see that, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this flap right here that I've created, and I'm just going to keep working down the ribs. Okay, so I'm trying not to break YouTube policy here by showing you bloods and guts. So here we go. So that's a good cut fillet. I did kind of mess it up a little bit up here, but that's okay. I did get some of the meat off from the mistake on the rib cage. So anyway, so we're going to take the knife, and the reason why we left it on there is because now the skin will hold the fish in place, and we're going to cut down and slide through. And I got to clean my knife off. So check it out. 100% boneless. A big old fillet. Saved a lot of meat compared to what I used to do. Yeah, I'm glad I learned this technique. All right, y'all. Well, now we're in the kitchen, and here comes the cook part. I use, first of all, peanut oil. Peanut oil is the way to go because it actually has a good flavor to it, and it's got a high burn point. That's the main reason why I use peanut oil, is because it has a high burn point. I don't use a lot of it, but when I fry things, yeah. Okay, so we're going to dump that in here and let that come to heat. We're just going to do a shallow pan fry. See? Shallow pan fry. Okay, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep it simple, stupid. All right, I got my hand towel. Keeping it simple, simple pan fry. We're gonna use what they call panko or panko, I don't know, breadcrumbs. You use whatever you want to, but this time, since it's my first one, this is what I'm gonna go with, okay? And so we're gonna throw it in a Ziploc bag. Just stick it all in there. Ziploc bag, and I'll show you why. Okay, clean up my mess. All right, and then all-purpose flour. This is the first thing, first step in it, okay? So put a little of that in there. Not a lot, because I'm not going to make a lot. Because I'm just going to do enough just to kind of show you. And I told my son I'd wait and let him do the catch and cook too, since he helped catch all the fish. So if you haven't already, go to Dumb Luck Hunting and Fishing Outdoors. We did change the name a little bit, and he'll do his on there. So like and subscribe maybe, or not. So hang on just a second. All right, like I said, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to season it with cookies, flavor enhancer, just seasoning, you know, all-purpose seasoning. That's all it is, okay? And, oh man, I hadn't even opened it yet. There you go. Now, here in Oklahoma, we can't get this stuff in Oklahoma, so we have to get it online. My dad, where I found out about it, and you want to make sure you get enough in there to season it. See, there you go. Okay, but my dad went up north to Minnesota to go see his brother and sister, and he got it up there. And so he brought me some home. I fell in love with it. It's some good stuff. And so, but you use whatever you want to. Now, next time we'll throw some Cajun twist on it, and we'll do some slap your mama. So, and we'll shake that around a little bit. Disperse it. Okay, now we're going to do the wash. I do heavy cream because it just adds a little extra sticky. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. Bloop. There you go. Not a lot, just a little bit. Because I'll tell you why we don't put a lot in there. Because chicken egg from my own chickens. You can use whatever you want. Crack it in there. There you go. That way you can at least see that I cracked the egg. Not sure y'all. Nope. Try not to spill it. Nope. Okay, never mind. Forget it. Okay. Get me a fork. And we're going to whisk this bad boy. There you go. We can see it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, shut up, Karen. No one asked you. That's our nickname for our refrigerator, Karen. Because she's always banging at you when you accidentally leave the door open. All right, so we're going to do that. Now, this is a 3-step process, okay? We're going to put the fish in the flour, shake it up a little bit, take it out. We're going to put it in the egg wash. Then we're going to take it out of the egg wash. We're going to put it in the panko. Egg wash, the flour holds to the fish. Put the egg wash in there, and then it gets all sticky. And then you put your breadcrumbs on there, and it sticks nice like. So, here we go. Oh, crap, my fire's hot. Hang on. Got to turn it off. Let's turn it off. If your fire gets too hot, turn it off. I know that's a lot of noise, the fan. Trust me, okay? But we're going to pat these dry, okay? Like I said, I'm not going to do a lot because I got big old crappie fillet. Got a couple of those. And something I wanted to try, some bass fillet. Don't say a word, okay? I got these fish at a private farm pond, and she asked me to do what I can do to help her. And one of the best things you can do, guys, is start yanking some of them little fish out, because guys that will compete with the larger fish, smaller fish are quicker. They'll chase down and they'll eat up all the little ones, and then of course they'll grow up and they'll hit that point, and then you just got a stagnant pool of fish, okay? And then nothing gets bigger, okay? So we needed to get rid of some of them, and so we did. And of course, got a bluegill fillet because I want to do that too. All right, so, and I left one of those bluegill fillets in there for my son because I wanted him to try it, you know, so no big deal. But anyway, all right. So we're gonna take this flour, and you can kind of tell the shape of the fillet too. Bluegill. We're gonna drop that in there. Bass fillet, throw that in there. And bass fillet, throw that in there. Okay. So anyway, but like I said, guys, when you're trying to help somebody, you know, get their fishery up and going and get some pretty nice fish, you know, to have some fun, you got to weed out some of the smaller fish. Okay. So trust me, I'm a former bass fisherman, tournament bass fisherman, and yeah, that's your money. So you don't like to see people eating your money. So we'll stick this in the egg wash. Oh yeah. You see how that flour gets on there and coats it? Dust it off. Don't leave a bunch of that on there. You just need a little bit. And then throw it in the wash. Alright. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see that, but yeah, there it is. Alright, we're going to just get those all dredged up. Now, of course, all you chefs out there are going to be like, oh my God, you're using one hand and it's going to get all cakey and don't care. I'm not a professional, even though I have been classically trained. Yep. So, eat my shorts. So, anyway, so we're going to take those fillets and we're going to drop them in here in the panko breadcrumbs. Okay. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay. All right. Give me a minute. I'm going to wash my hand. All right. So, washed my hands. Take that. You don't even have to zip it up. Just roll it up. And if there's air in the bag, who cares? Because that allows everything to move around. Check it out. All right, y'all. And here's a hack. And it's really not a hack, but a lot of people don't know this. But a lot of times when you're frying fish or chicken or whatever, you just take it out of the breadcrumbs and throw it in the oil. Don't do that. Set it on a plate and let it sit for a minute, okay? Because what that does, it absorbs that moisture and it starts to hold the breadcrumbs to the fish or whatever it is you're frying up, okay? It's hard work. You want to enjoy it, okay? Now, we're going to do the crappie the same way, and then we're going to fry it. Guys, anytime you're dealing with any kind of meat or anything, go ahead and wash your hands after you've done different stuff. Again, so just precautionary, okay? But, okay, now, what I'm going to do with these crappie fillets is I'm just going to leave them in the bag, okay? I'm going to make sure they're coated up, but I'm going to just leave them in the bag, and it'll do the same thing as if I left them on the plate. It'll just, you know, do its duty. Okay, let's check these real quick, because, you know. Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Nicely coated. All right. And we're going to let those sit. And now I'm going to lower you to see what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So I threw a breadcrumb in there. The oil started to, it's cooled off. So we're going to heat this back up. Hey, y'all. Another hack is take a Ziploc with the rest of your fish. Put the fish in the Ziploc, and everybody's gonna be like, yeah, duh. But a lot of you guys don't know that if you do that and you put it straight in the freezer, you'll get freezer burn on your fish. I mean, it'll be immediate. Okay, so what you do is you fill the bag up about a third of the way, quarter of the way, third of the way up with water, and then set your fish inside that water. Okay, and then zip it up, and then stick it in another Ziploc bag, and that right there will help keep your fish fresh longer. How's that? Also, big thing is make sure you get all the air out of that first bag, because that also helps keep it from getting freezer burn. Seriously. There you go. Going in the freezer, and the next time you see it, it'll be Grayson pulling it out of the freezer on Dumb Luck Hunting and Fishing Outdoors. How do you know when your oil's ready? Just take a little bit of the panko or flour, chunk it in there. Oh yeah, it starts to sizzle. You can actually see that. Okay. Now, don't do this at home, y'all. Use some tongs. but I'm stupid. So here we go. Oh yeah. Okay, it can be a little warmer, but that's all right. There we go. That's pretty right there, y'all. Okay, take the plate. All right, so take the plate, put a paper towel, that way it absorbs the oil after it comes out of the fryer. You guys, but I'm gonna teach you something here in a minute, and I'm gonna show you a little hack that the restaurants use to keep the fish crispy once it comes out. Okay, so hang in there. All right, see the wire basket? Once they put it on there, then they take it from there and they put it on the wire basket and let it sit while you're cooking the other fish. And that's what helps keep it nice and crispy, because it doesn't sit in its own oil. All right, so we are getting brown and delicious. So we're gonna take that. It don't take long because these are not real thick. Whew, don't do that. There we go. Man, those are beautiful. Golden brown. Look at that. Right. Just FYI, guys, also something that you need to know. Fish like bass and bluegills and stuff, you need to cook them all the way through, because they do have a tendency to have, and I hate to scare you, but they tend to carry parasites. And once that hits that oil and it turns golden brown like that, it hits that 140 up to 160, and it'll kill any bacteria or parasites or anything like that. So just FYI, you know, cook your fish all the way through, and you'll be fine. Trust me. All right, so this should be coming out pretty quick. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it. Oh yeah, it's ready. Almost too ready, but that's all right. We'll flip that back over. All right. We'll let that go for just a minute. All right, let's pull this so we don't burn it. Okay. Oh yeah, that's actually not bad. I want you guys, look at that, that's pretty. Okay, but I want you to see something. Okay. Look at that. There's almost no sediment in there, and that's why you let your fish sit for a minute before you put it in the oil. Okay, so let's take care of the piece de la resistance, I think is what they say it. I'm an Okie. I don't know how to say all that crap. All right, so look at that crappie fillet. That's what I'm talking about right there. Ooh-wee. All right, let's throw this in the trash. All right, while we're watching that, we're gonna put this over here on the rack. There we go. Now, crappie will not cook near as long because, one, they don't carry a lot of the parasites, but number two, they just don't take long because of the type of fish, that white flesh. Yeah, so hang in there. All right, let's flip it. Come on, tongue boy. Oh, look at that. I know you can see that. Ooh, look at that. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. Next time you see those, they'll be coming. A couple minutes later. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there, y'all. Look at that. Perfect. Perfectly golden brown. We're gonna shut that oil off. We'll let that sit for a minute. Oh, just a dash, okay, just a dash. Put a little bit of salt on that, just a little bit, not a lot, okay? Because there's a lot of salt in that seasoning. So, man, look at that. Those things look good. They're on the cooling rack right now. I'm gonna let them sit for just a minute. These are the crappie, bluegill, and bass. All right, and we'll try them with all of them. So, oh yeah, check this out. See all that oil on there? It goes all the way through. And that's why you take it off of there as soon as it drip. You let it drip on there about a minute, literally about 30 seconds to a minute. It'll absorb all the oil, and then you take it off, put there, and then discard this. Okay. All right, y'all. There it is. That's the bass. We got ketchup right here, and my son Grayson, he puts barbecue sauce on everything. One day, I just grabbed a piece of fish off his plate, messing with him, and it had barbecue sauce on it, and I threw it in before I even thought about it. Guys, it's actually pretty darn good. Just gonna say. So, catch it. Actually, let's try it without first. Yep. That's why we do panko. Dang, that's good. And look, it's cooked all the way through. Nice white, flaky flesh. Ketchup. Yep. It's a winner. Winner, winner. Fish dinner. Barbecue. That's ridiculous. Grayson, you the man, bud. Okay? This is the bluegill. Alone, eat it first. Obviously, cooked all the way through. I think I like the bass better. Holy crap, that was good. Okay, ketchup. Barbecue. Oh, and by the way, I make my own barbecue sauce and my own rubs. I don't play with that store-bought crap. Dang. That was good too, that bluegill. I think I like the bass better. The thing we've been waiting on, crappie. All right, look at that breaking apart. Oh, look at that. I'll be honest with you guys, that don't need ketchup or barbecue. There's something about crappie. Guys, that bass was good. The bluegill was good. That crappie's amazing. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I get my hands on a sawguy or a walleye, that can't hold water to it. Get it? Water, fish, ketchup. Barbecue. Oh man, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys for your responses. Had fun doing this. Well, clean and cook anyway, because you didn't get to see the catch part. But guys, out of respect for my neighbor who allowed me to go on her private pond and fish and help her get that ecosystem back up and running the right way, I'm gonna keep her anonymous. That way we don't, just out of respect. And guys, if you like what you see, hit your thumbs up. If you like what you see and you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and a little bell for notifications. That way you get all my videos, okay? If you like this catch and cook, well, clean and cook, and you want to see the catch, clean and cook, then comment below, hit your thumbs up. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I've been busting the gym hard. I finally actually have a bicep. Never had one. But anyway, so stay tuned. Love you guys. See you next time.